What's up guys, Higsbo here bringing you today another video, and today we're going to be talking about the art of stalking and how to do it. Yes, stalking is an actual art, and although skills facilitate your ability to do this quite well, I learned most of my stalking techniques from the first Hunter, the Hunter Classic, where the realism level is a lot more. It's just a lot more realistic. And the first thing we're gonna do is most people, what they do is they go out searching for deer. Now in the real world, this is the incorrect way of doing this. The correct way of doing this is to look for a spot, stay in that spot, and if it's obviously has to be a good spot, and then you wait for your lures or for your calls to take effect and lure in those deers that you're trying to get. Now that being said, that's how you do it in real life. You could do that here as well, considering we have stands. These stands are not just placed anywhere. They're placed in and around locations where there are need zones. So you find those need zones, you look for the location in which or the time period in which those need zones are active, and you come to that stand, you sit there, and you should have a very successful hunt. Now the way most people do it is like this. They press G to auto walk, they press caps locks to run, and they just run. They run until they hear a warning call. And then once they hear the warning call, they stop, and then that's when they start crouching and whatnot. Now this is the thing. When you're running, you're only going to hear a warning call from animals that are easy to medium difficulty. And even then, you might get the warning call way too late. For example, if you're running full speeds, if you look at the bottom right hand corner, you have your noise meter, and you have one line in red. That line in red can be heard all the way up to 50 meters. Another line, which is the second line, is 100 meters, and the third line is 150 meters. So they can hear me right now to what I'm doing up to 50 meters. Now you see how my viewing distance is? It's a complete circle. That means they could see me all the way from the same distance, from 50 meters. Now you see how when I stop, it's halfway opened. That means they could see me 25 meters. When you get down, you get a nice little line, but it's a white long line. This white long line means that they could see you up to 10 meters. At 10 meters, you're extremely close. Now look what happens the moment you get under like some shadows or under a tree, or you try to blend in with the look. That's a mating call from a white-tailed deer. If I get any closer, it's gonna turn into a warning call, letting me know, hey, I know you're there, I can see you. So yeah, okay. Look at what happens to that little line. That line disappears because I'm inside a tree, I'm inside brushes, and I'm well hidden. I'm not making any sound. So this will actually.
There should be a track nearby.
No tracks, thanks. This would actually allow the deer to get close to me, as long as they're not coming from this direction, because obviously the wind is pushing that way. As long as they're not coming from this direction right here, or this direction, or east, or even north, these directions will allow the deer to get as close to me as they possibly can before their natural AI allows them to spook, which is 5 meters. 5 meters will spook any deer. So if you're within, I don't know, let's see, 5 meters, so say around there, you would spook pretty much anything right there. If you stay there, you would spook it, guaranteed. They will take off. But that being said, that's pretty much like how most people do it. They just run and run and run. And now from easy targets to medium, you're not going to have a problem. You're probably going to get a warning call. You most likely will get a warning call. However, when you start moving into medium, when you start moving into hard, very hard, mythical, these are animals that are extremely aware. These are animals that are, the harder they get, the more realistic they become, and they will be sensitive to any slight movement that you might be doing. Um, they will be sensitive to any part of you that's visible. So right now I am half visible. That's what the circle under the line means, that I'm half visible. If you get down, you become into a line, which that allows you to be completely covered by the brushes. Now, if you get under a tree, you become invisible to them. Like, you're completely invisible. If you stand in here, you could take shots from 10 meters, 15 meters away perfectly fine. Like, they would walk up to you, almost to the point where they're gonna kiss you. 5 meters away. At 5 meters, they're gonna probably grunt once, and then they're just gonna take off, because that's how their AI is designed. Um. Oh, look what we got here. A nice doe. Now watch this. We're gonna call him, and we're gonna try to get him as close as we could possibly get him while we're under this right here. We're gonna call him again. We're completely invisible, and we're not making any sound whatsoever. And now he's gonna start doing the little dance thingy-majiggy. Alright, so this thing is 29 meters. Here he comes. Look at this. Look how close this animal is. Let me see. This was extremely close. This is probably like 10 meters. Actually, 14 meters. It's 14. Yeah, it's 14 meters. 14 to 12, or around that area. That's how close I like to take my shots whenever they get close. If I allow them to get any closer than that, I run the very high risk of them spooking and then just taking off. They might not even give a warning call. Warning calls are just to let you know that what you're doing is allowing them to see exactly what you're doing. They know what you're doing. Basically, they know that you're there and that you're doing something. If you're invisible under a tree, they can get up to like 5 meters maybe. Then they will spook without a second doubt. Alright, perfect shot. Alright. So that being said, guys, that's pretty much how most people do it. They just run until they hear a warning call. Don't do that. Try to look for need zones. Find out at what times those need zones are. If it's a need zone that for an animal that you would like to harvest, make sure you set your clock 20 minutes before or whatever that need zone actually starts, so you have enough time to get to the stand, get up into the stand, and then just wait it out, do your calls, pop your scents, whatever form that you want to do. If you want to do scents, I'm going to do a video soon about hunting specifically with scents only, and how they work. And yeah, I mean that's pretty much the best thing you could do if you want to actually achieve a good hunting experience. Running like this, just Ronald McDonald slapping everywhere, your feet, and allowing everything to hear you, that's not the way you do it. It's definitely not the way you do it, and it's definitely not the way you gain some good stuff. I mean, it's definitely not the way to do this. Let me see if I found this yesterday, I think it was. Player stats, leaderboard, not in the leaderboard, it's in world, or Central Europe. I think I found an area where it stated How many animals? Okay, here. Animals scared. 6,333 animals have been scared. 5,942 have heard me coming, and 253 have seen me. Okay, so this is the number you want to look at, because animal scared, this counts whenever you shoot, whenever you're spooking something because you shot at something. This is what it is. Animal scared. Animals hearing you. When an animal hears you, they're gonna take off. The difference between this number and this number will give you the amount of animals that I have scared away by not being careful with the sound that I am emitting, and by just massively running like this. So it's very important for you guys to keep that in mind, and make it a point that if you want to get big game, if you want to find an albino, if you want to find a mythical, if you want to find very hard a stage 7 or stage 8 animal, those are things you need to refrain from doing, because they will prevent you from possibly getting that trophy that you want. That being said, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed this commentary and this tips that I'm giving out based on my experience. Other people might have different experiences, but based on my experience, this is pretty much what I have learned so far. And if you like the video, leave it a like. If you haven't subscribed, do so. I make videos like these all the time, and probably every day or every other day I'm always making videos. So yeah, I mean, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, this has been Higgsbo, and I'll see you guys next time.